Welcome back to the Super Movie Bros podcast. I'm Kyle,
And I'm Michael.
and this week we are doing one of my favorite movies ever. Knowing Michael, he's probably going to shit on it and stuff, but this is
I wonder why you think that.
Lost in Translation, Sofia Coppola. And but before, me and Michael never discuss movies before we sit down and do this, so I'm challenging Michael to do an on-the-spot 60-second review. 60 seconds is fine.
If I can get it in 60 seconds, but let's see.
Just say what you need to say.
All right.
Let's see what he thinks.
So you have an aging actor and a young, I think, Yale graduate.
She says that. I never know if that was a joke or not. But we'll
Just going to interrupt my 60-second review.
keep going.
Anyway, 60-second review of Lost in Translation. You have... the snap just, you killed my thought process.
Aging movie star.
Aging movie star and young Yale graduate frolic around Japan, making fun of how Japanese people speak English in Japan because they don't realize they're the ones that are in a foreign land, while they have some sort of extramarital relationship together. People try to excuse it as platonic, but it's cheaty enough, and then he cheatceptions by cheating on his 20-year-old girlfriend with a jazz singer. I recommend this movie if you're some sort of film student that just wants to show off, and I don't recommend this movie if you have an ounce of moral clarity.
This has come from the guy that likes. I just don't get why you think that though. Like your movies don't have to have your characters don't. You defend this in hell or high water, and now in this, it's
Defend what in Hell or High Water?
the bad people, the people that murder
The bad
and the bank robbers, and then you come and you defend. And this guy is two people are in a very unhappy, selfish. What I interpreted as selfish partners, and then yet they kiss each other on the cheek and they spend time with each other in Japan, and that's draw the line.
Okay,
there.
I actually like that comparison. In Hell or High Water, what are the stakes there? They have a
murder.
They have land that they're trying to not let the bank
I don't want to
steal.
talk about Hell or High Water.
No. So they have land they're trying to not have the bank steal. And in this movie, I feel lonely.
It's not even about that though.
I'm lost.
You call this a shallow.
They should be wearing all black and be all emo.
Yeah. Well, and it's not even like if they go around making fun of Japanese people the whole time. There's like a couple scenes where there's literally
besides the first scene, every time the Japanese people are used for the sake of comedy. The first scene felt more real, where he's talking to.
So when she says "rip my stocking," and he's like, lip,
she
what,
says
lip.
Yeah, because she got the L's, and Sofia Coppola did go to Japan for this movie, and she couldn't remember. Well, not for this movie, but this is what kind of inspired it for her. She basically is Scarlett Johansson's character in her own head.
Yes.
But she couldn't remember whether they mixed up their R's, like said their R's as L's or L's as R's, and she got it wrong. They say their L's as R's, not their R's as L's. That does change it completely. They don't go around when they're trying to say rip, they say lip.
It's a language barrier joke. I didn't know you were not.
It's not funny if it's not authentic.
So soft with your language barrier jokes, huh? And there's a black toe.
See, I just feel like you don't. You're just like those are your buddies, and you'll defend them no matter what they do.
Well, no, that's why I mean, when it comes to Bill Murray, yeah, because this is a improvising vehicle for him, and I like Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson in Japan. That recipe for me is perfect. You get to watch, you get to see so many cool parts of Japan through them, and just to throw it all out the window because they cheat, even though they don't really.
So he cheats with the jazz singer for sure,
and then they have sure.
That's wild. How is it not for sure?
It's not for sure.
How is it not for sure?
You didn't see it? You didn't see it?
Damn, is that going to be you and your future wife? Like,
no. Okay.
You saw me come out of the house with the other lady?
No,
Did you see me, fucker?
Okay,
Did you see it?
So
then no, I didn't do it.
No,
That's
God,
wild.
So literal with everything.
What do you mean literal?
My review of a movie is not how I'm going to act like in real life.
I'm trying to make the comparison to show you how ridiculous your statement is.
Even if Bill Murray did do that, it's so he's a flawed character, and that happens.
That's fine if he's flawed, but you have to have positives with the flaws.
do you like
what
the-
are his
I'm
positives?
pretty sure some people cheat on each other and the potted and stuff like that, and like,
That's different.
yo, oh my god, this guy is so all over the place with his moral code.
That's different. I don't totally defend her in The Departed for cheating, but I mean Leonardo DiCaprio's not a cheater, and that's who I'm
I
backing
don't
the
see
whole
how
time.
that's the only thing you get out of this movie.
I don't relate to their strife because I get it. We've all been there, but it just doesn't I didn't feel that was something that was so
You just don't want to sit down
profound.
for an hour and a half with two lost souls in Japan. And yes, they might not do all the right things, but they end up leaving in a better headspace and mental health or whatever you want to call it. They at least have leave there feeling have some sort of purpose.
I guess what I needed
Knowing how what it feels like to be treated right and what it feels like to be having that space where
I needed a reason to care about them. I needed to see something about them that I liked, and I didn't see anything about either of them that I liked.
something else that's charming, if I have to go all the charming stuff, is when she's getting the x-rays for her foot. He takes her to the hospital, takes her, gets her toe looked at, and he's sitting out there with the old, I honestly never understood if this was an old lady or an old man in this scene, but he's sitting out there with a really old person, and he's just sitting there just trying to, lost in translation, just trying to talk to her somehow, and he ends up making her laugh just by doing that stuff. Just like little moments like that I find are really, really funny.
Hey, I'll give you this. That moment was endearing.
And I mean, I guess a lot of it comes because I love Bill Murray, but like a lot of his stuff is improvised. So a lot of the stuff that people are reacting to him is, genuine reactions because he's just kind of riffing, talking about, the toe and the sushi. And then I like it when him's on the game show and he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Or I can just I could watch Scarlett Johansson just walk around Japan all day looking at stuff. I really like that. Because like I said, a lot of it's not what they say; it's what they show. Her going and watching marriages, and then she goes to the temple and she doesn't feel anything. So then she calls her friend, and her friend can barely even.
I thought that was her mom.
Sometimes it's a mom.
They didn't have friends. If they had friends, they probably would have been in a better spot.
She's Lauren. I don't know. She calls her mom once, and calls her friend another. It could have been the mom both times, but she can't. Whoever she calls is busy, and she has to hang up. So she's got no one to talk to. So yeah, I mean, I find it really endearing when they find solace in each other in this strange world when they are both unhappy.
Japan, such a strange place, huh?
It is compared
No,
to
no,
when
no.
they're
It's-
freaking
it's-
from Yale and from New York and like L.A.
Yeah, no, it's strange for them. I'm just making fun of they could have done they're in a different place thing without.
What did you think about Anna Faris's role?
You know what it really made me think of? I don't know if she's gonna watch this, but you know who it made me think of? You gotta be able to know.
My sister?
My sister.
Oh. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is my.
I mean, because
you know who it apparently really was about?
it was supposed to be, I forget it.
Names are escaping me. Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, okay.
Because apparently Sofia Coppola met Cameron Diaz once, and that's how she saw her.
Yeah, and that's where I'm like, Sofia Coppola knows what she's making. Obviously, she's not being ignorant.
no,
or
I
anything
just-
because
I
she's
just-
got Anna Faris in the role, Anna Faris, or whatever, in the role of that is the person that's like,
Yeah.
arigato, mushi mushi, like
You want-
karate.
You've seen her, right?
Yes,
That's Spike's side of the story.
yes.
I'm on his side.
I don't care about signs.
Yeah, but I'm on his side.
I don't care. I like this movie. I like watching Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson.
Hers a better movie.
And it's not okay.
Talk about what you wanted to talk about.
I mean, I don't know anymore.
You have notes. You do know.
No, I do. So, I mean, I think this film says like I said, it says so much without saying anything a lot of the time.
I thought you said earlier it doesn't have to say something.
No, it literally say something. Like literally them talking. You asked me for the charming moments, and I'm talking. You said,
Okay, that's what you meant. Got it.
but I feel like this. I mean, obviously, it goes both ways. But I think this is a movie where everyone's going to get something different out of it. Clearly, you get something very different out of it. I get something completely different out of it.
Yeah.
But there's something to say about a movie that you can be universally watched, and some people might relate to The Isolation as you obviously relate to not liking being on the other side of the people that are not shown in this movie, or her husband's in this movie. But you obviously relate to that, and some people might relate to just being burnt out at their job, or I don't know. I just feel like you can take a lot from this movie, and no matter how, you can't. It's good. Some people don't even think that they're very romantic. Some people think it was just a convenient little friendship. I think it was I don't think they would like date each other. I don't think they're going back to America and finding each other and dating. I don't think. I think it was I'm going back home now with a better mindset now, a fresher mindset, maybe a optimistic more outlook on life, and maybe she's going back. Maybe she doesn't stay with this guy. Maybe she finds the job she wants. I think that they benefit each other at the end.
They both need a divorce.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yes. And maybe this is what they get. Yes. I'm not saying what they do is morally right, but
yeah,
if you get that actual literal aspect out of the way.
If I saw more of the wife,
and she doesn't talk to him nicely at all on the phone. So it's not.
What do you mean she doesn't talk to him nicely? She's not mean to him. She's just dealing with kids.
No, she's like.
That sounded like
she asks him to stay there. She tells him to stay there. She's very short with him. She's not very.
She didn't say it. What do you mean? She didn't say like stay there. She was just like, then stay there.
She was like, I want to start eating better, and I want to start eating more Japanese food.
But she was
like, well, then stay there, Bob. Stay there.
But she wasn't being serious.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't.
He wouldn't. You think she's supposed to be joking?
Yes.
No, that's the director.
No.
Actually, yes.
No.
Yes.
She wasn't like stay there.
I'm not saying she literally says to move there and stay there and never come home. But her saying stay there is a symbol of that there is no real love between him and his wife anymore. They are just together for the children.
I didn't take it that way.
They're just together for the children.
It could be there. That could be 50% true. But I still think it just doesn't sit right with me. That I don't know. I didn't. A little icky to me.
I don't find it icky. I mean, it's.
Well, yeah, I know you don't. We've talked about that. Whenever we figured out Dave Grohl cheated on his wife, you were like, heck yeah, the last real rock star. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
As a joke. As a joke. When did you become Mr. Literal?
Mr. Literal?
Yeah.
Professor Literal.
Take everything literal. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You have more notes.
I'm not reading them now, though.
Why is it such a personal attack to you?
It is. It feels like one, right? No, so when I was reading reviews of this, my favorite movie ever, I was just reading about what other people thought of it. And then this one girl, actually, I don't even know if this is a chick because it says Marcus, but the picture is of an Asian lady. So I don't know. I'm kind of confused. I'm a little lost in translation on this one. But this first paragraph that I'm literally giving credit to whoever wrote this. Someone wrote this, and I think it really encapsulates how I feel about like my favorite movies. And this is not just about this movie. You'll probably think this about any of your favorite movies. But like I always have this weird feeling that I sometimes don't like to rewatch my favorite movies a lot because I could never even tell you like the feeling. But this person wrote this, and I want to read this if that's okay.
Yeah.
So they wrote, if this is okay, don't take it too literal. I'm sorry. This person.
Why are you sorry? You're the one that's gotten severely upset.
It's a bit.
I don't think it is.
No, it's not. So this person was like, I always manage to get incredibly anxious and wary over the prospect of rewatching films that I love, to the point where my favorite films intimidate me. They scare me. Because if I saw such a clear reflection of myself in them at one point in my life, what if then I go look back into them and I can't see that reflection anymore? What if I changed and didn't notice? What if the love I felt so strongly before turned out to be just a transient white noise? What if? And I was like, I like that. I was like, maybe that's a good reason why I don't like rewatching my favorite movies. Because like, what if I don't love them anymore? You have any movies like that?
So
you understand what that was kind of saying?
I think that was pretentious as hell. But what you just said after, I do agree with, and I felt that a lot. And yeah. You're like, what if I don't love it the same?
So I sparingly.
You know what's funny? I've done that a lot lately, and because I have had that feeling multiple times before. But anything I felt like that about recently where I've been like, what if like when for this podcast we watched Michael Clayton, and I was afraid. I was like, that meant so much to me the first time I watched it. What if it's not the same the second time? I loved it even more than the second time.
How
So
I feel about this movie.
yeah, well, Michael Clayton's definitely a more well written, more well developed. They're not the same kind of movie. I'm not really going to compare them. I just love seeing you get so upset.
I'm going to
over
assault this guy after this podcast.
I know.
I'm going after this
I know.
guy. Good God. No, I just wanted to, I just was hoping you'd really like this movie more.
Yeah, and you know what?
Did Haley like it? Did she watch it?
Oh, fuck. She said, and I kind of agree. She's like, this
Y'all are
is
newlyweds. Y'all are newlyweds in love.
newlyweds.
Newlyweds in love. Of course, y'all don't like anybody having hiccups in their marriage, and
No, we just both thought
because y'all are afraid that'll be y'all one day. That's why you don't like it. Y'all are afraid that this might be you.
You're like, I have to take a deep cut. I
I have
must.
found my angle on this. Michael
Yeah.
doesn't like this movie because he's afraid that this will happen to him.
No.
This won't happen to me, so I love it. Because I'm just not married yet, but
No. You'll be happy to cheat and lie. It's fine.
oh my.
No. So, and what's funny is he said
You
that.
think I
Oh my.
like this movie
He
because
said
of the
that.
flaw?
He said that. Oh my gosh! Not in defense of himself, but in defense of Bill Murray. I just want everyone to know. But no. She said, and I agree that this is like the kind of movie that a film student loves because it makes them feel smart.
Jeez, she's worse than you.
Oh no.
No, I could totally get. I could see someone saying this movie's a little pretentious or film student-y. I just don't.
It's pretentious and it's a feeling.
Perfect for me, though. I guess it's just a perfect movie for me, is because it's Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson in a city and a country that I very much really like and would like.
Can
to
I
travel
say
there.
something that sounds kind of mean, but I genuinely believe it. I think if you get life figured out and like you get like no like you find your place and where you want to go, you will look back and be like, yeah, this movie's kind of stupid.
No,
It's pretty shallow.
no.
It's not some deep. The reason why it gets so many 10 out of 10s is because every person that's ever felt lost can relate to this on some shallow level.
It's not a shallow level.
It's very much a shallow level.
How is it a shallow level?
Because it
What
has
makes it shallow? What would
it
make
has
it deeper?
nothing-
What would make it have more depth for you then?
what is it that makes people feel lost? And what are
show
you
you. They
and
tell
what are
you.
you looking
They
for?
show you. They tell you this.
They tell you what? What is it? What makes
You
them
see
feel lost?
You see him talk to his wife. You see her interact with her husband. You see how they both are treated by their spouses.
It's not as ridiculously terrible as you're making it seem.
nor
They
do-
need more reason
But
to
they
be.
don't have ridiculously They don't do anything ridiculously terrible. They might like emotionally cheat on their spouses and they kiss each other on the cheek goodbye kind of thing. But where is the cheating happening?
The big kiss at the end and the sleeping with the fucking jazz singer lady.
That's not even necessarily happened. Okay,
God.
okay, but I'm not saying Bill Murray is a great character in this, but it's okay to have flawed
I completely agree it's okay to have flawed characters. I've argued for flawed characters on this podcast against you who said certain people were terrible people.
Yeah, you defend the murderers, but a guy kisses a young girl on the cheek and you get rid of them. Get rid of them.
I guess so.
Yeah, there you go.
Because the intention is what matters.
The intention was thank you for being my friend in this terrible situation, and thank you for binding each other.
Just another old man that needs some hot young girl
It
as
wasn't
a friend.
even like that. Wasn't even like that. He
Sickening.
could have sat there when he's carrying her to bed and done something.
No,
with her.
I know.
He could have, but
I
he
know.
sits
It
there
was a
and he
joke.
lays her in the bed.
That was a
and he
joke.
leaves
That
the
was
room.
a joke. That was a joke. But no, and then what did they find?
That's
each
the
other.
thing. That's the
each
no.
other.
What they find is each other, or they find purpose, but it's also
How did they find purpose? What was
You're-
their purpose?
you're
His
not-
purpose
you're
is to
not-
kiss girls 30 years younger than him and
No.
sleep with jazz singers? That's his purpose?
no that life that he's leaving Japan.
What did it say about life?
He's leaving Japan's not feeling that miserable outlook on life. He's got a much
Why?
more optimistic.
How?
Because he felt lonely and he finally felt like he had a friend or something. Oh gosh, you're shallow. All right, this is the end of this episode. I think we're gonna have a part 2 on this episode someday in the future.
All right. Once you get married and you have a kid, we'll do a part 2, and I'll see how you feel about it then.
Probably gonna love it. Still,
Yeah, and I'll apologize.
And
to
I
your,
swear-
I apologize to your future wife. Who
if he has this sort
don't
of
let him go to Japan.
if he has this opinion on Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, this podcast is over.
Okay.
All right, like, subscribe, talk shit.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Definitely comment. We gotta. I know I'm gonna be the one losing on this battle, but I'm ready to fight it anyway.
I'm done with this guy.
I'll be like the 300 Spartans against all you Persians. And that makes it sound like I hate Persians, but you know what I meant. All right, adios.